this is what I'm meant for. This is what I need to be. This is what I'm meant to become. This is what I'm going to have. So switching it in the middle of the thought to what if you do win. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Business with B, that's me, and this channel is all about helping you become that boss that you deserve to be. Alright, so today's video is a good one. This one's all about how do you overcome those limiting beliefs when you're ready to launch something new, right? I mean, I know, and I've been there multiple times, and sometimes even now as well, like thinking about what if people think I'm a fraud if I start this new coaching business, or what if people think that I don't know what I'm doing and I look like an amateur? What if I fail? What if I don't really deserve to have the things that I think I want to have? What if I don't have enough time? What if I'm too busy? You know, what if I come off like this or like that? And all of these different ideas that we may have that is really making us hesitant in the beginning or giving us anxiety because we just don't know what's on the other side. We can't see to the future. We just can't. And so I get it, and I have those thoughts all the time. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the things that I've done, and I do continually, honestly, to overcome those thoughts. I don't think that they really ever stop. I have those thoughts all the time myself, and I've had businesses since I've been 15 years old, and I still feel that way, especially when I start something new. So I'm going to teach you what you can do to basically switch those thoughts to positive thoughts and actually gain confidence in yourself in the midst of having the thought. Again, I don't think the thoughts ever really stop, but there are ways and cues that you can adapt to have the habit of really switching out of the thought and being able to get back on track to where you want to be. So if you want to learn more, definitely stay tuned. So the first step that I do whenever I'm starting something new, whether it be a new job or a new business or a new task or a new class, anything, is I take out some good old pen and paper and I list out all of my knowledge, all of my experiences, all the things that I've done up until this point to equip me for this right now. So for example, you know, if I was to start a yoga business and I wanted to become a teacher, a yoga instructor, the first thing that I would do is I would think about how many yoga classes have I already attended. Maybe I've never taught anyone yoga. Maybe I've never been in front of 20 plus people to really guide them through a flow. But I would think about what I've done so far until this point that has equipped me with the knowledge or with the experiences to deliver this. So how many yoga classes have I attended, right? How many different yoga videos have I watched? Maybe I've never even done yoga, but I want to start. How many times have I exercised? What kind of exercise have I done? What's my background? Am I really good at sports? Do I have any results in sports? Like, you know, all of those things matter because those things are what validates you. That's what helps you to get your confidence back, because there's a lot of things that when we're so good at something, we basically discount it. We basically forget about it and we're like, oh yeah, everyone's good at that. That's not a big deal. But no, if you want to be a yoga instructor and you've been to 50 yoga classes, that's a big deal. That's even if you want to be a yoga instructor and you started last week, right? That's still a huge deal because that's experience that you have, and it'll lead you into step number 2, to be able to look at where you were before you had that experience and then analyze where you are now, right? Sometimes we think we have to have done things for 50 years to have been so great or so qualified to do what we want to do. But really, if you could think about where you were last week and where you are this week, and the gap in between, how much progress you've made between those weeks or those months, it's a big difference. There's a transformation there. Acknowledge that transformation, right? So like I said, if I wanted to be a yoga instructor and this is my first time actually teaching people and I've never been in front of an audience, I would think about, okay, maybe I started yoga a month ago, and within those 30 days, I'm now able to stretch further. I'm now able to flow a lot more. I'm able to really feel confident and find my zen as I'm doing what I'm doing because I've had the practice over and over and over again. And that progress is the very thing that allows you to be able to go into step 3. And to show yourself that you are going to be at least two steps ahead of someone else, right? So where you were a week ago or a month ago is where someone else is right now, right? And because there's a gap there, you are qualified to help someone else out, especially if you want to be a coach or a service provider, or even if you want to start any kind of business. Realize that you're 2 steps ahead of someone else, or you may have a little bit more knowledge or a little bit more experience right now to where you want to be, that allows you to really be impactful and add value to other people's lives. And that's important, right? I think a lot of times some of our limiting beliefs, especially when it comes to having imposter syndrome, is thinking like, I'm looking at, and everybody done had this. You lying if you haven't. Everybody's had this experience. Like, you're looking at the big dog in your industry, like the huge of the huge, right? Like, you know, if I want to be a yoga instructor, I may be looking at Yoga with Adrienne on YouTube with like millions of followers, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know 20 people. Like, I'm not good enough. I just know 20 people. I don't have millions of followers. I don't have this. I don't have that. You know, it makes so much sense because that's who we look up to. That's who we aspire to be. That's who we think that we should be like, because they're awesome at what they do because they've been doing it for so long. But you have to remember that they too literally started just how you're about to start. They really are. Like, they started exactly how you're about to start. She could not have had 1 million followers or 1 million subscribers on YouTube if she didn't have 20 to begin with. She could have not started having thousands of people come to her, you know, to her different sessions if she didn't start with 2 people in the first session. I mean, people have to start somewhere, and you're starting somewhere. And remember, in step 3, you identified that you're 2 steps ahead of someone else. So it's okay. It's really okay. It's okay if you start with just 1 client. It's okay if you start with just 1 sale. It's okay, because yeah, you might be looking at these gurus with thousands of sales, with thousands of clients, and everything's on autopilot already, but they had to figure it out too. So just realize that, you know, you are 2 steps ahead of someone else, and that is what makes you very qualified. That's what makes you confident. That's what's going to help you to make that leap, because there's someone that actually needs what you have, because they're where you were before you got to where you are now. The last step that I do after I've taken all of the first 3 steps that have allowed me to get my confidence back and ground myself and remember who the heck I am, period. I do step 4, which is I list out any other limiting beliefs that I may have. So, you know, at first I might have had imposter syndrome, not thinking I'm good enough, not thinking I'm worth it, not thinking that I can actually do this because I am not where my role models are yet. After that, you know, I've overcome all of those problems that I've had in my mind. I then think about the other things. So a good one that a lot of people say and a lot of people have in the beginning, which is so normal, is what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I fail? That is the most crippling what if I fail 4 words that really holds a lot of us back. And I would definitely be lying if I sat here and said I don't feel like that all the time. Like, what if I do what I want to do and I fail, and then people see me fail because I'm putting myself out there, right? I'm making these YouTube videos, I'm making Instagram posts, and I'm putting myself out there in front of my friends and my family and the people I went to school with and anyone that I really know, right? And I'm putting myself out there. What if, you know, I'm doing my thing, I'm trying my hardest, and it just doesn't work out? People are gonna laugh at me. People are gonna think I'm this. They're gonna think I'm that. They're gonna blah, blah, blah. And it's like those thoughts are big. Those are huge thoughts. And the reason why they're huge is because those are the things that really keep us from the meal. They keep us from the bag. They keep us from being the light we want to see. It keeps you from making the impact that you're meant to make. So the first thing that I do is, if I say, what if I'm going to fail? I switch that thought and I say, what if I succeed? As simple as it is, you may hear this all the time, super cliche. It's so important to think about it. I start to paint the picture for myself. I paint the picture of when I succeed, I would have helped this many people become the boss that they want to be. When I succeed, I would have made this amount of money to then be able to support the different goals that I have within my life. I would be able to support the people in my life that I care about. I will then be able to do the things that I've wished and hoped for so long, because I will succeed. And then I have a vision board, and I put all of that on my vision board, and I look at the vision board often. I may even write that stuff down if I have the negative thought. In the moment, I'll take out a sticky note and I put it right there on my laptop, and I look at it like, this is what I'm meant for. This is what I need to be. This is what I'm meant to become. This is what I'm going to have. So switching it in the middle of the thought to what if you do win? When you win, what will you have? You have it already. You have it already. You just have to work for it. You just have to step into the moment. It's there. You can see it. You just have to live it. You just have to take the steps to really just hug it. You haven't gotten there yet, but you're there, if it makes sense. You get me? Okay. Another really good question I have, or another really good limiting belief that I hear a lot of my clients say, or just people in general, is like, what if I kind of don't have enough money right now to start? Or like, what if my finances aren't where they want to be and I start and then I fail and then just stuff don't work out? So this is what I say. You know, in the beginning, I make a game plan. For anything that I do, we gotta make game plans, guys. Things don't just work just because we want it to work or just because we thought about it. Like, that's good, and that is the first step, but then you make a game plan. When I started my shoe business in college, I had to save up money to buy the inventory. So let's say I needed $2,000 to buy inventory for my shoe business, and I don't have $2,000 on me to just drop on inventory, right? So then I would work backwards. I would say, okay, I know I want to start this business in 4 months. I don't have $2,000. So how much do I need to make each month or save each month to reach my $2,000 goal? 4 months from now, that's going to be $500 a month. Simple. All right. And then you got to think about it. What if you don't have a job because you're in college right now? What if you just don't have the resources to be able to put away $500 extra a month? So then I would think about, well, if I want to start this product-based business, what can I do with low overhead costs to now make money and generate money? And that may look like starting a service-based business. And that could look like as simple as monetizing your expertise. For example, if I was in college and I needed $500 per month, things that I did in college was I used the things that I had developed, my skill set. You already did this in the first step. You know what you're great at. You know the knowledge that you have. Monetize that knowledge, right? I would do things like tutor people. I would do things like review people's resumes. I would do things like help people prep for interviews. So you can monetize that, charge people for it. So it's as simple as, okay, I need $500 a month. Let's say I only service 10 people a month, $50 a person. Okay, I need 10 clients a month for the next 4 months to then be able to get to my $2,000 goal to launch my shoe business or whatever kind of business it is you know you want to make. And then you can go back further. All right, I need 10 clients a month. What am I going to do to attract these 10 clients to me each month? Time to get creative, right? Like, okay, let's make a marketing plan. Let's pull out all of the tricks and tips that will help me to get there. Do I need to post on social media? Do I need to talk to more people? Do I need to go to career fairs where people are looking for reviews and interview tips and looking for resumes or need to get their resume together? Just planning it out and being intentional about what you want to do is what's going to help you to overcome that limiting belief. The last limiting belief that I'm just going to address today is one that a lot of people have, and it's like, yeah, I want more from my life. I think I want to do more. I love this one thing that I have in my life. I want to make money by doing it. But what if I don't have enough time? I get that too. I mean, we're busy, right? Like, so next week, actually tune in, because next week I'm going to go very in depth on how I've been able to be very productive and balance a 9-to-5 and a whole coaching business all at once without feeling like I don't have a life. Okay, so definitely tune in next week and hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you'll get the notification when I do drop that video. But for now, I'm going to let you know that you definitely need a planner. The only thing that's going to keep you from your goal and where you are now is your productivity skills, your ability to be strategic and intentional about what you do. So get a planner or get a whiteboard and write down the things that you're going to check off each day and time block them so that you're able to really get it done. Like, don't just say you're gonna get it done and just figure out what time of the day you're gonna do it. Nope, because it'll never get done. Say, I'm gonna make sure I get this done from 12 to 8, and then do the rest from 9 to 12. Like, whatever it is you have to do, do it. All right, you guys, so thank you guys so much for tuning in again. If you would like to join the Business with B tribe and you're ready to definitely become the boss that you're meant to be, then subscribe. Feel free to subscribe and definitely hit that notification bell. I would love to have you. Like, we're all on a journey. We're on a mission, okay? We're on a mission to get to where we want to be. And so I basically post all about business tips, mindset tips, spirituality tips, and I show you my journey as an entrepreneur and a 9-to-5. I'm doing it all, right? So you can do it all, you will do it all, and I hope that this video helped. Comment down below what you're working on right now and what you want to hear more of. Do you feel as though you have any limiting beliefs that may be holding you back? Did this video help with that? Let me know, and give it a thumbs up. Until next time, continue to be the light you wish to see.